Testing. Hey everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started with our ceremony today. Welcome to Wildcat Arena. I'm Coach Kimberly Jenkins, girls basketball coach and assistant AD here at Har-Ber. We are very excited to participate in this day with our athletes and our parents. This is an awesome day and a long journey for a lot of them. Lots of long hours of practice, long trips, lots of commitment on both the athlete and the parents' part. So it's a very special day for these athletes, student athletes, to be participating in National Signing Day. We're excited to celebrate them, and as they represent Har-Ber, we're excited for them to go on into their future. So I get to start today actually with one of my athletes, Delaney Roller, who is signing at Missouri Southern State University to go on and play basketball. Super excited for Delaney. She's been an awesome piece of our puzzle for the past 3 years. She came to us as a sophomore from Shiloh Christian. We were glad to inherit her from them. She has had a great career for us as a Lady Wildcat. Not only is she a great basketball player, she's also a great student. She has a 4.3 GPA. She's a great kid. She's involved in a lot of AP classes. She does a lot of great things. She's one of the hardest workers I've coached in my 27 years of coaching. She comes every day to work. She comes every day to get better. She does all the things off the court that you want her to do. She's just a special young lady. To watch her growth, which she came in and didn't know how to play man-to-man defense at all. And that's what we do. So we joke about that sometimes because now she does it very seamlessly. And it's really fun to watch her grow and how her game has grown. She's part of our back-to-back conference championships that we've had here, the only 2 in the history of our program, so she's been an integral piece of all those things as well. She's approaching 1,000 points in her career. She's at 657 right now, and so she'll be our 3rd player in a row to hit that mark, which is a phenomenal feat for her and a phenomenal thing for our program as well. I know Coach Tarver and Coach Norman, who are my assistants, and all of our one-team coaches and players that are here are just blessed to have her as part of our program. She's a great leader. She's gone from being a quiet leader, just doing the things as an example, to now she's very vocal in her leadership in the locker room, and it's just been fun to watch her grow. We know she's going to do great things at Missouri Southern. She picked a program that she can go into and make an impact immediately, so we're excited for her future. Delaney Roller.
Thank you, Coach Jenkins. I love you. First off, I would like to thank God for blessing me with the opportunity and ability to play basketball at such a high level. And next, I would like to thank my parents who have sacrificed so much to help me get where I am today. Thank you for providing me with everything I could need to be successful. Thank you to my sister Annabelle for being my biggest support system throughout everything, and my sister Emery for being my biggest cheerleader. If you know her, you know she's all about cheer. Thank you to my high school coaches, Coach Jenkins, Coach Tarver, and Coach Norman, who have pushed me to be the best version of myself and helped shape me into the player that I am today. Thank you to my coach and trainer, Brandon Love, for instilling me with confidence and helping me achieve my goals. Thank you to countless teachers, family, friends, and teammates who have supported me along the way. And last but not least, thank you to my coaches at Missouri Southern, Coach Russell, Coach Porter, and Coach Straw for recruiting and believing in me. With all that being said, go Lions!
Now we're going to bring up Coach Whitten to introduce our swimmer.
All right, good morning, y'all. My name is Nathan Whitten. I coach the Har-Ber swim and dive team. I am here to introduce Connor Boatright. He will be signing with the University of Mizzou. A little bit about Connor. Connor's been with the team for the past 3 years, but his swimming career started way before joining Har-Ber Swim and Dive. He's been with the Aquahogs, swimming countless hours, year-round swimmer, and then when the high school season comes around, he devotes his time to being a Wildcat there. Some of his accolades that he has done, he has been a state champion in the 500 freestyle for the last 3 years. He's actually going for it again this year. And then he was actually the 200 freestyle state champion for 1 year. He was the All-Arkansas Preps Player of the Year for boys swimming. He was the ARSI Boys Swimmer of the Year for the past 6 years for his age group. a 3-time champion at the region sectionals for the 500 free, the 1,000 freestyle, and the mile. The highest meet he has competed has been the Phillips 66 Nationals meet this past summer. He was selected to attend the Boys National Select Camp in October held at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado. He will also be competing at the U.S. Open at the end of November. While doing all these things and maintaining his schoolwork, we're really proud for Connor to be on the Har-Ber swimming dive team. Another thing that he has been on this team has been honestly the most valuable swimmer for our team. At each meet, he's scored the most individual points for our team, and also during relays, when it comes down to clutch time, he is our anchor leg, and we'll be in 3rd place at a certain event, and then he'll come in and jump in the pool and then carry our team from 3rd place to 1st place. We are really excited for Connor to be a Har-Ber Wildcat, and we're excited to see what he does for himself and for his family. Connor Boatright.
Okay, so first off, I'd like to thank my family, friends, and coaches. Special thanks to my parents for taking me to every morning practice at 5 a.m., picking me up at 7 a.m., and then going ahead and taking me to practice in the afternoon again. Another big thanks to my coaches, Nathan, Mo, and John. They have all taught me how to be a better person and taught me skills that will be applied in the future. And it has been a challenging and long journey, but I do not regret anything at all. And once again, thank you to everyone that has got me where I'm at, and I'm super excited to swim in college. Go Tigers.
And next up, I'll introduce the wrestling coach, Nika West.
Good morning. First, I'd like to just congratulate all these athletes up here on their achievements and future. I'm going to talk about Archer Jones, wrestler for us. She's started wrestling in 2016, and she was one of the very first girls to join the youth club at Fayetteville. When I was at Fayetteville, she was wrestled for the Wild Hogs down there, and coaches are here that helped start that program as well up in the crowd. And early on, Archer battled some medical issues that she thought that she would not be able to wrestle again, not be able to continue what she loves. She learned to love wrestling, and she was featured in a book called American Women in Amateur Wrestling 2000 to 2022 by Jason Norman, and talks about her battles and everything that she has overcome through the years. And Archer here at Har-Ber, she's been instrumental in the wins in our state championship last year. She's accumulated 103 wins in her 3 years, with 1 more year left here. She's been a 3-time All-State, 2-time state champion, 3-time All-Conference, 3-time freestyle state champion, and a Fargo All-American. And currently she's ranked 29 preseason, going into the season in the nation. And she's just All-American and beat a couple ranked wrestlers ahead of her in Greensboro, North Carolina, a couple weeks ago in the Super 32. So Archer, like I said, she's battled a lot of things. She's overcome some things. She's one that we're truly going to miss. She's a very hard worker. She does everything that's asked. She goes to camps. She goes to wrestling outside the state, all over the country. And she's got a very supportive mom and dad that helps get her there. So we're very, very, very proud of Archer and everything that she has done and continues to do. And we couldn't be more excited for her to continue at McKendree University. And I'd like to just congratulate Archer and wish her all the best.
I'd like to thank everybody for being here, whether you're on my team or not. I remember first practicing over at Wild Hogs in Fayetteville and being the only girl in the room and having to kind of make a name for myself there. And I mean, just last year, our girls won a state championship. So it's really nice to be on a team full of women, and you know, for women's wrestling to grow to where I have the opportunity to wrestle in college, because it's still growing. I mean, women's wrestling only has 3 D1 programs, and so all of NCAA women's wrestling competes together in the same division, and it's going to keep growing from there. And I'm just so proud of our girls, and I'm so thankful for my family and my teammates and all my partners that I've beat up. So thank you.
At this time, I'd like to welcome or introduce the golf coach, Timothy Rippey.
Good morning. I have the pleasure of introducing a couple of athletes this morning that have been just a blessing to me since I've been at Har-Ber High School. I'm going to start with a young man sitting to my right over here, Logan Mayo. Logan is one of the hardest working kids that I've seen on the golf course. If I ever need to get in touch with him, actually I just go to the golf course. Doesn't respond to text that well. His parents, Russell and Belinda Mayo, sitting there, have been a huge support to him. He's traveled all over the country playing golf over really the last 10 years or so. He just got back this weekend from playing in the Nota Begay Championship down in Louisiana, which will be aired on the Golf Channel in December. So if you're a golf fan, look that up. But he has had some things that make him unique that I'd like to talk about briefly. Watching high school golf over the last couple of years, there's a lot of kids that can win tournaments, but the thing that's unique about Logan, when he wins a tournament, it's not a 70 or a 71 or a 72. He has the unique ability to go really low, which his college coach is going to love. He's won tournaments shooting a 65, a 67, a 69, eagle in the last hole. He's not afraid of the big moment, and I think that's huge for his future and potential. He is signing today with UMSL at University of Missouri St. Louis, and we could not be more proud of him, Logan Mayo.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to God and my parents and my sister and my grandparents for coming to my tournaments and supporting me. My coaches, Coach Rippey, Coach Ains, and Coach Philip Walker for always helping me to be the best I can be. Also, thank you to Springdale Country Club and the members for having to deal with me being there every day. And finally, Coach Halterman for giving me this opportunity to play for UMSL. Go Tritons.
History. As you can see by some of the hardware on her table, she has been part of a team that won the 6A state championship in 2020, in 2021, in 2022, and this year we fell a little bit short, so she went on and just won the state championship by herself as an individual. So that, just so you realize that, that's 4 state championships in a row, and I don't know that that's ever been done here before. And not only that, that's not what makes her special, even though that is special. But what makes her special is just her commitment and her attitude and her character. Her parents, Marshawn and the late Jeff Horton, did an amazing job getting her introduced to the game when she was young. And she had some extremely big moments as she grew up and qualified and won a trip to the Masters, and that was on the Golf Channel, and I've gotten to see that clip. But lots of great memories for Charlie growing up in the game. And Har-Ber Golf is going to miss her tremendously. I'd like to introduce Charlie Horton.
Before I get started, I'd just like to congratulate everyone beside me. It's pretty awesome that we get to continue playing the game we love in college, so congratulations to everybody. I am super excited to go to UCA. I've known the head coach, Summer Rochelle, since her college days, so it kind of feels like a full circle moment here. First off, I'd like to thank my mom. She is genuinely my rock. I don't know what I would do without her. She's my biggest supporter and the main reason I'm here right now. I'd also like to thank both of my high school coaches, Coach Tim Ames and Tim Rippey. Tim is my favorite. You guys can guess which one there. They both have been super supportive and a pleasure to work with, and I couldn't have asked for better coaches. To my teammates that are here right now, it's been an honor to compete alongside you, and I'm grateful to have met you all. I'd like to thank my teachers back at Don Tyson. They have been super sweet and encouraging the whole time, putting up with me, always having a tournament or something. And finally, I would like to thank my dad. He's the reason I play this crazy sport and the reason I continue to play it. He can't physically be here, but I hope he's watching over me celebrating. So, thank you.
And now we'll turn it over to Har-Ber baseball coach, Coach Helmkamp.
Good morning. I have the privilege of introducing these next five. First one's Evan Curry, committing or signing with the University of Ozarks. He's a two-sport athlete and excels in both. When I think Evan Curry, I think of the two-sport aspect from he's very athletic. He just goes and competes. He's a right-handed pitcher and an infielder. As a pitcher, you know what you're going to get. He's going to attack you, and he's going to go compete, give it his best. Does the same thing in the box. He'll fight you. He's scrappy. But the thing most about him is he's a respectful kid. He's a great teammate. He has great character. He leads by example, not so much as words, but just by how he goes about his work. He's a type of player that you love as a coach because you don't have to worry about anything outside of just coaching him. There's no outside noise with him, and he'll do great at the University of Ozarks, and we're proud to have him for another semester. So, Evan.
First, I'd like to thank God for giving me the ability to play all the sports that I love my whole life. My parents for being there by my side through everything. My siblings wasting, I don't even know how many weekends they wasted on me just watching me play. My teammates and coaches for keeping the sports fun, entertaining. Go Eagles. Thank you.
Next one is Gavin Moore, signing with Crowder Junior College, right-handed pitcher. And he was a closer for us last year, played a big role on the mound for us in the success that team had. Had a team, or his ERA was .46, which is a record here. He, like I said, was a closer. He loves the big moment. The biggest thing about him that I can say that it's been fun to watch is just his body change from a sophomore to a senior. He got in that weight room and worked hard. And it wasn't just with us, it was on his own time. But I'm excited to see what Gavin will do. He's a power right-handed pitcher, got a good breaking ball, and he's one of the better arms in our league, so we're lucky to have him. But we're excited to see what Gavin will do. Gavin?
First off, I'd like to thank God, my friends and family for all their encouragement, love, and support. None of this would be possible without them. I'd like to thank all my travel ball coaches through the years who helped me learn the game that I love and pushed me outside my comfort zone. I'd like to thank my parents and my grandparents and my family for always supporting me no matter what. Special thanks to my mom. Thank you for all the time you took off to sacrifice me to get here. I'd like to thank the Har-Ber coaching staff for their belief in me, challenging me, and helping me get to where I am today. I'd also like to thank my teammates. It's always fun playing with you guys, and y'all have pushed me to be a better player. I've always known since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to play in the next level. Go Rough Riders.
All right, next one's Ross Felder, signed with the University of Arkansas. If you talk to most coaches in our league, they can't believe he's still got another year. He started for us for 3 years. He's already about got every record you could have, and he has another year left. He's been 24-3 on the mound as a starting pitcher. Been All-American last year, 3 years All-State, All-Conference, Player of the Year in Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette last year, State Tournament MVP last year in the finals. Like I say, you can name a stat, he's either in first or second in career here. But I'll say this, we've had a lot of good pitchers come through here, and for 3 years, the consistency that he's shown going into his senior year, it's been unmatched. He has an ERA of 1.13 in his career, but the thing I'll tell you the most about him is he's a humble kid. He works hard. He cares more about his teammates than himself. He's another one you don't have to worry about. He's a 4.0 student. I mean, he's been a blessing to our program, and we're excited to see what he'll go do next. On the offensive side, last year he almost hit about 400. I mean, this guy can go 2 ways. He's a very talented player, and like I said, we're blessed to have him. So, Ross.
First, I would like to thank everybody for coming out today and supporting these great athletes that are up here. It's an honor to be here. And I'd also like to thank God for the gifts that He's given me to play baseball at such a high level. I'd also like to thank my parents for the sacrifices that they have made for me, whether that's taking me to cross country for baseball tournaments or buying me bats and gloves and all that. I'd also like to thank my coaches. It's been an amazing 3 years here, just getting to represent Har-Ber, and I'm excited for a 4th year, and hopefully we can bring back another state title. I'd like to also thank my teammates for the bonds we've built and for the friendships that are going to. I'm super excited to be a Razorback. Go Hogs and go Wildcats.
Next one's Caleb Smith, who's signing with Three Rivers Junior College. Caleb Smith is a great teammate. He's a great person to coach from the angle. This guy, 99% of the time, has got a smile on his face. And on top of that, he's going to work extremely hard. But I couldn't be prouder to have Caleb Smith on our team, get to coach him. He's a phenomenal teammate, keeps the mood light, and he's first baseman, and he's got a great glove. I mean, can really pick it over there. He's got a lot of power at the plate, and you know, if there's one person in this room that you want something good to go right, and right now it's been Caleb Smith, because he's had some adversity that he's had to go through, but he's taking it on with grace and doesn't show it one bit. And we're extremely proud of him, love him to death, and wish him nothing but the best. So, Caleb Smith.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for giving me the ability to play the game I love for so long. I'd like to thank my mom for taking me to games every weekend, day in and day out. Didn't matter where, she'd always take me. I'd like to thank my dad. Been coaching me ever since I could walk, basically, and he's been my biggest supporter. I'd like to thank my grandpa for always pushing me to play at the next level. I'd like to thank my teammates for making the game fun on and off the field. And I'd like to thank Coach Helmkamp, Coach McGinnis, and Coach Lloyd for always believing in me. Thank you.
Last one is Aiden Elliott. He's signing with Ottawa University. This is his second year with us. He moved in. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's got a lot of potential. He's got very good stuff. Hard worker. Keeps his mouth closed and just gets on the mound and tries to go compete. And if it ever all comes together for him, he will be, he'll really excel there because, like I said, he's got really good stuff. Great teammate, all about the team, always all about the team, and we're excited to see what he does next. Aiden Elliott.
First off, I would like to thank my friends and family for always supporting me. My mom, my dad for always giving me motivation, and my mom for always making sacrifices every time to come and watch me play. I'd also like to thank my teammates, Gavin Moore, Luke especially, for always pushing me in the weight room and making me a better teammate. I'd also like to thank my coaches, Coach Lloyd for always working with me, and Coach Helmkamp for making me a better person, man. You've taught me a lot of life lessons, and I'm thankful for that. Overall, I'm excited to compete at the next level, and go Braves.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tommy Nevelbaugh, head boys basketball coach and assistant athletic director. On behalf of our athletic department and our school, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out to our signing ceremony this morning. However, this does conclude our signing ceremony. But there is still one last thing, athletes, you got to do. Take those pens out and let's sign those letters. Got them all? To all the families and friends, you guys may hang out in the lobby for snacks and pictures. Students, you may now head back to second period. Congratulations again to our athletes, and we want to wish you nothing but the best. Go Cats!